Hi, this is Jason from Sonoran Music Devices coming to you from the Sonoran Desert, USA. The purpose of this video is to highlight the changes in Monsoon 1.2, show the updated setup process, and show the updated usage instructions. This video is neither a substitute for the full Monsoon 1.0 video linked in the description, nor the full PDF manual that ships with Monsoon. Support is provided via the email address listed in the manual. What's new in Monsoon 1.2? Monsoon is now automatically latency compensated at the following buffer sizes: 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024, 2048, 4096, and 8192. Other buffer sizes are supported via a config file. Monsoon's setup has been simplified. Monsoon no longer requires multiple tracks per instrument. Monsoon no longer requires reduced latency when monitoring to be off. Monsoon no longer requires setting track delays. The full change log is listed in the manual. Updated and simplified setup instructions. Here I have prepared a new live set. It contains only some MIDI tracks with chosen names and colors. On the piano track, we have a piano sound. On the bass track, we have a bass sound. That's it. 1. Add Monsoon drum rack to the Monsoon control track. 2. Add the Monsoon MIDI effect rack to the piano track. 3. Add the Monsoon MIDI effect rack to the bass track. 4. On the piano track, add the Monsoon harmonizer device to the Monsoon MIDI effect rack in between delay MIDI.amxd and comp MIDI.amxd. 5. On the bass track, since we do not want Monsoon to generate chords, add the Monsoon harmonizer no chords device to the Monsoon MIDI effect rack in between delay MIDI.amxd and comp MIDI.amxd. 6. On the Monsoon control track, add the Monsoon harmonizer control device. 7. Duplicate the chain called Harmonizer Control 0 for as many tracks as you want to control. You will see the name of each chain change after each duplication. Do not change the name of those chains. In this example, we are controlling 2 tracks, so I will duplicate the chain 1 time for a total of 2 chains. If later on you decide to add more instrument tracks, then repeat this process for each new instrument track and duplicate the last chain in the Monsoon Harmonizer control device on the Monsoon control track for each new track you add. You can group and move Monsoon tracks as you see fit, and you can name them whatever you want. Setup is now complete. Unless you want to add more tracks, you never need to perform the setup process again. You can create template live sets with Monsoon already set up and ready to go, and I recommend you do that. Latency compensation. Monsoon contains the delay MIDI.amxd and comp MIDI.amxd devices, which automatically calculate the appropriate buffer size and apply the appropriate latency compensation inside the Monsoon MIDI effect rack. Automatic latency compensation is supported for the following buffer sizes: 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024, 2048, 4096, and 8192. If and only if you wish to use a buffer size other than those listed, then you can override the automated setting via a config file by following the instructions in the manual. Note, if you change your buffer size or edit the config file, then you need to reload your live set for the changes to take effect. Any value other than 0 in the config file applies to all Sonoran Music Devices products. Negative values are not supported. For more information on Monsoon's latency compensation, see the technical notes section of the manual. Updated usage instructions. In terms of usage, the main difference between Monsoon 1.0 and Monsoon 1.2 is that there is now only 1 track per instrument. As before, there are 3 ways to use Monsoon: direct mode, indirect mode, and sequence mode. We will cover all 3 modes now. Here I have prepared a new live set, and I set up Monsoon with 3 instruments: piano, bass, and a Rhodes lead. Direct mode. In direct mode, playing notes on the Monsoon control track will do 2 things. 1. Cause Monsoon Harmonizer Control to change its targeted effects, and 2. Output the MIDI note set by the MIDI note dial. Using direct mode. 1. On your piano track, set input type to the Monsoon control track, set input channel to Monsoon drum rack, note out, post effects, and set monitoring to in. 2. Now go back to the Monsoon control track and play some of the chord, mode, or pitch pads and listen to the results. C notes are sent to the piano track, and they are affected by the Monsoon harmonizer device depending on how its dials are controlled by the Monsoon control track. Indirect mode. Indirect mode is the same as direct mode, except no MIDI notes are output by the Monsoon control track. Instead, live input or recorded notes on, for example, the piano track are affected by the Monsoon harmonizer device as controlled by the Monsoon control track. Using indirect mode. 1. On the piano track, set input type to all inputs and set monitoring to auto. 2. Enter some C3 notes into a clip on the piano track. 3. Arm the Monsoon control track. 4. Hit play. 5. Play the Monsoon drum rack and listen to the results. The C3 notes on the piano track are affected by the Monsoon harmonizer device depending on how its dials are controlled by the Monsoon control track. Sequence mode. Sequence mode is the same as indirect mode, except instead of playing the Monsoon drum rack, notes sequenced in live clips on the Monsoon control track control, for example, the Monsoon harmonizer device on the piano track. Using sequenced mode. 1. On the piano track, set input type to all inputs and set monitoring to auto. 2. Enter some C3 notes into a clip on the piano track. 3. Add the included init m7.alc live clip to the Monsoon control track. 4. Hit play. 5. Experiment with changing the note of the init m7.alc live clip and listen to the results. In the following example, mode 1 will start on beat 1. Then I will change to mode 5 on the second beat. The mode 5 note is currently disabled, but I will enable it as the clip is playing and you will hear the result. Okay, that is all for now. Thank you for watching.